Some of the characters have changed, but the recent history is palpable, and should set up for a stellar first-round matchup. The story for Dallas is the scorching hot play of their star-studded backcourt, while the Clippers' success will rest on the play of their wings and whether or not Kawhi Leonard is truly healthy. Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks had a big man problem for more than a few seasons. It was the white whale for the organization dating back to Tyson Chandler's first departure after the 2011 title. It all came screaming back in the Western Conference Finals 2 seasons ago against the Golden State Warriors, when they played a center tandem of Dwight Powell and Maxi Kleber with Boban Marjanovic floating in the background and were deeply exposed on the boards. But they've righted the ship there, drafting Derek Lively last summer, who had a standout first campaign, then bringing in Daniel Gafford at the deadline to create a monster rim-running, shot-blocking duo in the paint. No shock that when you give MVP-level Luka Doncic 2 hyper-athletic big men with great touch near the rim, he is going to maximize the weapon. Gafford has assumed the starting role for 21 of the 29 games he's played for Dallas. As a starter, he's averaging 12.3 points, 7.6 rebounds, and 2.2 blocks per game, all career highs if played over a full season. He has a natural chemistry with Doncic, is sure with his hands through traffic, and weaponizes both his size and athleticism well on the block. Here is where Jason Kidd might face his biggest test. How does he adapt his rotation minutes if Gafford gets left on an island? He will have two options: the first, staying big and giving more minutes to the rookie Lively, who hasn't played since March due to injury and the passing of his mother. He plays with a confidence on both ends of the floor to appear nearly like a veteran of the league. Lively is better and more nimble in space defensively than Gafford, good at sliding and staying light on his feet while not shrinking his length. The Clippers have Ivica Zubac, as well as Daniel Tice and Mason Plumlee. But given Doncic's historical penchant for chasing Clippers big men off the floor, don't be surprised to see Ty Lue opt to go smaller at the 5. If Kidd doesn't feel comfortable with that shift, we'll likely see a sizable dosing of Maxi Kleber at the 5. In tight situations late in the season, he reflexively went to Kleber to close games, going with heavy switchable defending to flank Doncic and Kyrie Irving. It works, in theory, but Kleber doesn't provide the same rim protection or Doncic, Irving, Dante Exum, PJ Washington, and Maxi Kleber. Los Angeles Clippers. I can't imagine Croatian big man Ivica Zubac was too thrilled when it became clear the Clippers would face the Mavericks in the first round for the third time in 5 years. Their first meeting, in the bubble, wasn't nearly as painful for him as the second go-around. Zubac is skilled, to be sure. As mentioned before, it will be a conundrum for Lue, who may have a little less positional versatility for his bigs. Keeping Zubac on the floor for extended time is asking for Doncic to bring him out in isolation over and over. Maybe the Clippers will try a quick trap to get the ball out of Doncic's hands and then deal with Kyrie Irving. In the previous series, they didn't have to worry about someone like Irving. Tim Hardaway Jr. started in the backcourt, and Jalen Brunson wasn't then what he is now. Even in that circumstance, Lue was eventually forced to pull Zubac entirely to save the series in 7 games. In their 4 wins in 2021, played 11 minutes, 18 minutes, 5 minutes, and 2 minutes. The Clippers will either have to live with that risk, or quickly opt to go small and force the Mavericks into their own decision. Final word. This is the ultimate chess match of the series. Both teams could alter the series greatly in their favor by putting the opposing big men into tough situations, or forcing the hand of the opposing coach. The slight edge here goes to the Mavericks, who have a little more positional versatility in going big or small. And the depth of having Lively, Gafford, and Kleber may keep legs fresher in what will likely be a physical series.
Who will have, I think, a say in his career going forward. He's going to be a nice player. Bowen Highland drains a deep